right. This is going to be a read for Scorpio for this full moon energy that's going to be in Aries in a couple days. All right, Scorpio, there's an energy of climbing here, right? Working towards something, finding a new you and finding the willpower to get curious about your own growth, expansion, right? Jupiter currently is all about, well, in general, it's about expansion, and it's in retrograde. So you could be feeling like there's been some steps back in order to move forward. And it could be coming out in the way of taking time for yourself, right? Figuring out where over dependency has been leading your life, and you're finding discernment, and in that finding a hunger, for what you want to change, taking the leap towards something. There is this energy here about curiosity, all right? And I feel like this is about a choice, because in both of these cards, these energies, and it could be, I'm receiving throat having to do with how you communicate, because she's in a blue dress. And that for me represents the throat chakra. So for many of you during this full moon, Scorps, you could be figuring out a new way to communicate, not just to others, to yourself first, right? Acting with care for yourself and finding the courage to take that leap or climb that next where you're feeling guided to go and expand, right? And so there's some insights that I'm getting, you've been receiving. There's a moon, I don't know if you can see it, but it's in this picture and it's really distant in there. But that talks about recognizing something that maybe we felt curious about, learning to trust our intuition, coming to an understanding of different I don't know, like things that we've hidden from ourselves, okay? You're trusting your intuition with this full moon is what I'm getting, and finding the willpower to change. And for many of you, this is about, it could be about betrayal, because there's mountains behind in the distance, right? And now you're ahead of that betrayal and realizing, and also one of your ruling planets is Mars, and it's in Gemini. And Gemini energy is all about our social relations, okay? And Mars is about being in conflict, internal and external conflict. So you put those together and prepping for, I'm receiving Mars stations retrograde at the end of October. So they're at the beginning of your actual Scorp season. So something's coming to fruition, maybe that felt hidden to you before, about people in your life, and now you're receiving these insights, getting curious, and in the stillness, taking inventory and figuring out what you're hungry for and finding the courage to take the leap towards that, right? Recognizing maybe it's as simple as your fears where it comes to social situations, figuring out what you want to or need to with these three mountains break free of. I said three of because there's three peaks there, and the number 3 in numerology talks about building. So there's telling me this is an energy about acting with care to figure out as you go within the opportunities. You're not going to waste your time reflecting on those. You're desiring to move forward because you're hungry for it, in away from where because you've realized now in this full moon where you felt repressed, okay? And now you're finding the courage to move forward. All right, Scorpio energy, angels for Scorpio. Signs in reverse. Tell me more. There's something here with this in reverse, and also with these mountains in the background, that you maybe have been guided towards something that you didn't want to see. I do feel like the light at the end of the tunnel. You're stepping in. Oh my gosh. There it is, right? there's some type of betrayal here that comes to fruition, and it could, I see the wilted rose underneath. So it's like you've buried the signs that you didn't want to see, possibly that you're realizing what kept you back, and for many in an energy of codependent on other, whether it be environments, people, even our own thought process. Because as I did say, she's wearing blue, and this represents the throat chakra. Tell me more, angels. There's an energy of needing to grieve something, or you have been grieving something, and now you're stepping into your own potential. You're ready for a new journey, all right? Because I say that because journey is literally right on top, all right? And maybe this is even exposing. You feel exposed, whether just recently or you felt super exposed in the past, or maybe this is simply about letting go and stepping towards the new part of your journey to expose yourself in a new way, your growth, right? You're reaching a higher level of consciousness and awareness. Let's read into this, angels, for Scorps. Thank you. Okay, King of Autumn, this is in reverse, and the Ace of Spring in reverse. Something that you're denying has, maybe you're walking away or letting go of a material life, with the King of Pentacles here in reverse. The King of Pentacles, this King of Autumn, talks about being accomplished. It can talk about being highly charismatic as far as material wealth goes, okay? And I think that there's something that you're realizing or turning away from with this Ace of Spring following that. You're not taking action in a way that you used to, all right? And so this could feel out of balance. You've also got, Pluto is your other ruling planet, and it's been in retrograde in the zodiac sign of Capricorn. So for many of you, this is about your finances. This is about a career. Maybe you're shifting because with the King of Autumn in reverse, it doesn't feel as gratifying. There's not, there's lack of passion in it, right? And so you're learning to say goodbye to something. What is this for Scorpio? Justice, balance, okay? Libra energy. You're taking the time during this full moon in Aries to review and reflect on the details of your life really carefully in order to figure out your movement forward. And you want to be fair to yourself, because justice talks about being fair. It talks about seeking relief from stress because you're making decisions that feel more liberating than they have. What else, angels, for Scorpio? All right, 8 of Spring in reverse. This is about stress, okay? However, it's like there's this energy of maybe before you would get super stressed out because this is in reverse when it came to change or when it came to multitasking even. And with it in reverse, this tells me that your defenses, you're learning, and also with this potential and exposure here, recognizing where to stand your ground and keep boundaries, and who and where you no longer have to do that. You're literally saying goodbye, Scorp, to, it feels like, an old way of thoughts, communication, possibly for many, the way you create money and abundance, and whatever has repressed you, you're seeing this and gaining insight because of it, and finding your own willpower and courage to change in that, okay? At the bottom of the deck is the 3 of Spring. This is the three of Wands, and this talks about waiting. Something that you've been waiting for. You're now planning the next steps to take initiation and get curious This is about waiting for something long term. Wow. Princess of Autumn here, the page, a message could be coming through about a new career, about a new potential in your life that is going to be worth celebrating, because you've been patient, and now I think in this full moon energy, you're gonna see that your patience and your choices and your quietness is gonna you're gonna feel that it's paying off in a really big way. All right, there's more good things coming for you, Scorpio. So I feel like this is going to be a good energy for you. You're releasing a lot and finding the strength within after taking inventory of what you want, where you want to go, and how to get there. You're taking a leap, or at least deciding what kind of movement you want to do, because something has ended, and you're seeing things for what they are in your life, and this is clearing space for you to move forward. I'm gonna leave it there. Hi, I'm Jamie. Subscribe, like, follow. All right, if you feel guided, I'm over there on the TikTok, on the Facebook. That's where the biggest family is on Facebook. And where else? If you feel guided, and I'm on Instagram, if you feel guided, subscribe, like, follow. If you relate to this and want to dive deeper, let me know. You can schedule your own read at soulshine1111.com. Until next time, be loved, be together. Happy full moon. Go grow.